What time is it? 11 o'clock. Okay. 11 o'clock. Just trying to get caught up on emails because I never read these things. Like, I don't read them every day anyway. Hey Max, how you doing, man? How was your time with your family? I've been meaning to ask you that. How did everything go? I think you said your daughter. Your daughter and somebody else. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, I'm just trying to get caught up on emails, man. There's nothing important. It looks like grandkids, all the grandkids, and your daughter. I think it was. What's up, Scotty? How you doing, man? Is that Mikey? So yeah, I just picked up this hat. It was like from Shopee. It was like 160 pesos. It's pretty lightweight. It's got trying to stay cool because it's starting to get hot over here. We're at 28 Celsius and I see next week's gonna be hitting 29 Celsius. So yeah, it's super lightweight. So 160 pesos is how much it was. Now, trying to look like Eminem, basically. Lorenz says, what's up? How you doing, Lorenz? Scotty says, you're just missing the Vietnam red star in the middle on the hat. Yeah, I ought to fake it, right? Just throw a red star on there. So, yeah, I was in Vietnam. You know, there's some fakes out there. I know that. That's a good one. Let's see, freaking, I know Puerto Rico, man. They're taking a beating over there, that government. Scott says, okay, Craig, what's up, Craig? How you doing? Hello, Bud from Canada. It says, it's funny he says hello, Bud, because when I went into Canada, when I walked into it, all I could smell was buds, you know? You know the kind of buds I'm talking about? Yeah, they're very free on doing buds over there, man. And there was a building that I guess they were selling it whenever I went from Detroit into whatever that little small town is. The people were super cool. I went out there to the freaking lake and talked to some of them. Been a while since I hanged out with you, Lorenz. Lorenz, you're in Philippines, right? We got Craig in Canada, Scotty's over USA and Nevada. Max is over in California. Said the grandkids wore him out on the visit. I tell you what, man, it seems like I'm getting older faster, and I'm about to turn 54. Scotty, that's funny. That's funny you say that. I just watched that video, Afro Man. I don't even know the guy, dude. Is he like a real popular? But yeah, I saw that. Big old boy with all the American flags all over him. And he had the big old white girl. He likes to mega snow bunnies, I guess. Anyway, he was a character. It reminded me of that Larry Flint movie. Woody Harrelson was in, which is one of my favorite movies, actually. Where he was, Larry Flint, for people who don't know, he was the guy that started Hustler. Yeah, the magazine Hustler, which is a little adultish, a lot of adultish actually. Let's see. Scotty says was one hit wonder back in. Oh, okay. So that's where I heard him from, early 2000s. But his song, funny, that he made about the cops. Yeah, I saw. Is that a new song you're talking about? The one that he made about the cops? Because they were saying that he made where the cops was like breaking into his place, looking for a bunch of stuff, and they didn't find anything. Craig says, yes, we have great MJ. Yeah, maybe that's what I should call it. I don't know exactly what I can say on YouTube, so I try to be careful. MJ. Legal here. Yeah, I mean, what's the percentages, guys, y'all think where people do MJ? Because I'm going to tell you, when I was in the USA, man, that percentage was going crazy over there. It was going like everybody was doing it. Let's see. Scotty says it was a hit job against Larry because, yeah, I believe you, man. What's up, yo? T.O. Adorable says, please like everyone. Appreciate it. Yeah, double tap screen. Loren says, yo, prices in the Philippines is going high right now. Prizes? Oh, you mean prices? Prices? Lorenz, yeah, you're in the Philippines, right? That's what I was asking. So, yeah, where were you? Bantangas, I think. I think it was Bantangas. I don't know. But anyway, I haven't really noticed anything, but I haven't really been buying anything lately, except for this hat. I just bought this hat. It was 160 pesos. But I think she got a discount on it, though. So I don't know what the regular price was. Rena says, are you in Zambales or in the South? Like, that's funny, man. That's funny you say that, because I remember whenever I was being politically involved, like a political activist kind of person for the Libertarian Party back in the day, I became a coordinator. And I went into the library and I said, hey, I wanna have some kind of meeting in one of your meeting rooms for a political party, right? I think is what I said. And then she says, well, are you Republican or are you Democrat? There was no other choices. She just said, are you Republican or Democrat? And I'm like, never mind, just forget it. I mess with her. But Rena says, are you in Zambales or... So basically, I'm not in Zambales, and I'm not in the other area either. How do you say it? Sargio? Yeah. Or Cebu. I'm in none of those places. Let's see. I'm in the Philippines. Okay. Kiji. Okay, where are you from, man? KQNRRY. Kanurao. Where are you from? Tommy Martinez. What's up? How you doing, Tommy? Good to see you. If y'all have any questions about Philippine stuff, feel free to ask, That's one reason I come in here. My bro forgot where my place. Laguna. Oh, now I remember Lorenz. Yeah, Lorenz, the young guy, into the military stuff. I think engineer, wanted to be like either engineer or pilot. I mean, something pilot mechanic or something like that. Something to do with planes, I remember. Like maybe a pilot mechanic or airplane mechanic, I mean. Rena says, oil is, yeah, it's been a long time, man. You made me forget things. Rena says, oil is about to spike in a few days, then everything will follow. Yeah, you're right about that, Rena. Yep. God bless you, bro. You're from the Philippines. Well, God, I don't normally talk to God on my live, but anyway, from the Philippines, I'm in the Philippines. in the Philippines, and I'm from USA. And Wise, what's up, Wise? How's it going? How's life over there in Africa, bro? Laguna is Cavite. Oh no, Laguna is over there closer to Bicol. It's that direction. Lucena is down that way. Yeah, Cavite's to the west and Laguna's to the east. Lucena's inside Laguna, right? Is that inside Laguna? It's what? So Lucena doesn't count as part of Laguna? Okay, well, it's beside of it though, right? It's sort of beside of it. It's close to it. It's cool. And you over there? Over here, yeah, things have been cool. Well, actually, they're getting hotter. Yeah, they're getting hotter, but yeah, everything's cool as far as cool. Craig says, what about power 220 or 110 in North America to use converters if you travel? Okay, that one I sort of get confused on, man. But you've got, right? Hold on. What's his name? Scotty, Max, you guys. I think it's called 110 over in USA, 220 over here. But a lot of the technology, like your laptops and things that they make nowadays, will automatically convert, so you don't have to worry about it. But you could get those plugs easily. I got one from Ace Hardware. They got Ace Hardwares all over here in the Philippines. So you can pick them up there. I think 7-Eleven even sells them. And 7-Elevens are everywhere. And electrical stores all over the place too. So they're easy to pick up and they're cheap. But, you know, let me think, what else? Trying to remember everything I need to talk about on that subject. Let's see. Mike, don't forget I love you. I love you too, man. Loren says Laguna is one region, Cavite and Laguna is on region 4A. Okay, so they're beside each other, but Cavite is west and Laguna's east. Let's see. Recommend go to Bohol. Yeah, they're not far from each other, but they're big areas too. You know, so you could go way over to the other side of Cavite and way over to the other side of Laguna. And what's that? Quezon City? No, not Quezon City, but Quezon Province. Is Quezon Province in Laguna? Is that part of Laguna? The Quezon Province? No. Oh, that's a whole separate area. Is it? It's right beside Laguna, though, right? It's on the east side, I think. I think it's on the east side of Laguna. Anyway, recommend go to. I know more about Quezon City because I stayed there for about a year, which I like Quezon City. Just bring any of the electronics once you plug it in. You know if it will work right away. Yeah, and basically, you hardly ever find those 220s that I've been to, you know, where you had to change it into the adapter. Most places you don't have to worry about that. But I have been to maybe like 2 places out of 100 places that I've been to, you know, that I had to have it, you know. So maybe 5% of the places you go to. Let's just say that. Thank you for the hearts. God says, recommend go to Bohol, but don't go to Virgin Island. That's funny. Virgin Island says you got to pay. You got to pay 2 times. Let's see. Wow, that's crazy. That's why they named it Virgin Island, so they could charge people probably. Have you ever been there? What's that place like? Never been there. Never even heard of it, to be honest with you. Scotty says, read this label on your items. If you see 110, 220, you're good. If you don't see the number 220, you need a converter. Okay, yeah, I've seen that on labels. Now that I think about it, Scotty. Yeah, like I say, practically everything now they're doing where they automatically convert a lot of that digital stuff. I mean, it's not like I carry around a headlamp. Maybe a headlamp you might need it for, but anyway, but all the electronic stuff, yeah, automatically converts. Craig, appreciate the donation there. Thank you, Craig. I appreciate that. Yep, because as you guys know, 70% cheaper over here to live in the Philippines than the U.S. 70% cheaper, so that $2 is like having, I don't know, how much is that? 70%. Anyway, maybe like $7 or something like that. Lorenz says, when is your birthday, bro? Mine's July 31st. What about you, Lorenz? Scotty, I think somebody told me their birthday is coming soon. I'm trying to remember who it was. Scotty says, if it starts smoking right away, it won't work and you should throw it in the trash. That's funny. Eat your apples. I ain't got no apples, bro. Got you kind of crazy. Hello, beautiful people. What's up? She's happy again. She's been having the MJ. We were talking about MJ earlier. Canada's big on the MJ, but I don't recommend going to Canada, Carrie. Dennis says, me, I'm back. What's up, Dennis? How you doing? Dennis Guillermo. Dennis, you're Filipino? Lota Villalobos. Hey, Lota. Good to see you. Where's everybody from that I don't know? Where y'all from? God says, that's weird that I'm calling you God. Anyway, he says, yes, it's beautiful blue ocean if you're Catholic. Never even heard of that word before in my life. Oh, maybe Catholic. Yeah, maybe that's what it means. Catholic. Oh, yeah. If you're Catholic, there's a chapel there. There's a boat to Pangloa to Virgin Island. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been to Pangloa. But there's so many freaking islands, man. We got over 7,000 islands in the Philippines, and I went to one. I don't even know the name of the place. It was over near Samar. But it's really awesome out here, guys. It really is. So many beautiful beaches. So many not beautiful beaches, but they're still wild and they're still natural and they're still awesome, you know? I mean, no, they're beautiful too. Never mind. It's just, whenever I was thinking about how some of these places build up stuff, but actually that makes them worse. You know, when they put all that fancy crap around them. I'm not really into that, but Boracay is like that, you know. So if you are into that, and the thing about Boracay is it's still cool because you get to do stuff, you know. There's a lot of entertainment, a lot of things you could do, so it is good to have it in a way. I don't know, man. It's like I like it and I don't like it. Scotty says, yeah, exactly, man. I smoke all the time. That's what Carrie says. Well, that's why I'm hitting these nicotine things. I hit these nicotine things all the time too. So we all have our vices, I guess. Exchange rate is, last time I saw it, Scotty, it's like 59.8 or 9 or something like that. I don't know if it passed the 60. You said it went to the 60. Yeah, I mean, it was like on the line the last time I looked at it, which was about an hour ago. So maybe it already passed 60. I'm thinking about letting it get up to 70, bro. I think if people don't start, you know, trying to get it at 60 and they leave it alone, then it could get up to 70. But people might need the money because all the gas and stuff like that the prices going up. So Loren says my birthday is on September the 18th. Okay, so you're a Virgo, I believe. Is that right? Virgo? Carrie says it's going to be in the 60s tomorrow. So happy. Congratulations, Carrie. Don't call me God. Call me bless you. Oh, okay, bless you. All right, bless you. That's weird, too. That means you're sneezing all the time. Bless you. I love your name. Carrie, right now, with all the MJ you got, you probably love everything in the world. Scotty says, every time I go to church, they ask me to leave because they say others are getting bad vibes from me. Bro, I get weirded out by the church stuff myself. I mean, I was trying to remember if it was 1 or 2 times I've been to church in the last year. And I was sort of trying to be generous and say 2, but really, I think it might be 1. I was trying to convince myself that it was 2. And there's a couple reasons. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. I'm a little worried my mom might watch, and she might watch what I'm saying right now. And she might say, really, Mike? Only 1 time? Anyway. But let's see. Think country kind of crazy. So I'm not positive if it's 1 or 2, but I do think it's 1 time. And I think it was I remember going at Christmas time. I remember that. Scotty says, then you don't want to be there anyway. Scotty says, then you don't want to be there anyway. That isn't a holy place. Yeah, and that's how I look at things, man. It's not about if you're in some church. What matters is just, you. What do you think and believe and do and all that kind of stuff, And I don't know, man. Craig says subscribe and like. Cost you nothing, dudes. Help Mike. I appreciate it, Craig. And, I will say this, though. The church is cool. I mean, going to church here was an awesome experience. But at the same time, you don't have to go to church, Scotty says, good point, thank you. I figured that it was a bad place because they start each session. Really? Dude, they unalived a freaking chicken at church. What are they doing? I'm definitely a happy woman. Scotty, that's black magic. Yeah. Scotty, what kind of freaking church are you going to, bro? Is that the one you were talking about? The English Christo thing or whatever it was? Okay, Vincent. Now whenever I see Jesus' face over here, I have to think that's Vincent. Let me guess, bro. Are you in Italy? I had to take that other one out, put this other one in, get a new nicotine. Ellie Clark, heck yeah. Been here for about 3 years now, Ellie. Still in the Philippines. Where you at? I'm in Mindoro. What about you? No, Philippines, behold. We be still in the... Oh. Yeah, sorry, Mama, if you watch this. Sorry. I mean, I read the Bible some. I'm not the best Christian, I guess. I'm so bad. I feel like slapping myself. Let's see. Craig says, you are really getting better on live. Craig, I don't think so, man, but I appreciate it. I mean, I don't know. Would be still in the oil. Oh, we'd be still in the oil. I don't know. Anyway, it just seems like a lot of hypocrites are in church, too. At least if they're in the USA. I can't say over here because when I go to church, they're all talking in Tagalog, so I don't even know what the freak they're saying. But the music is awesome. The Philippine people here are fantastic singers. And that's what they do most of the time in the church here. Sing, sing, sing. It's like they just all went there to do karaoke or something. Ellie says, I'm currently in Donnybrook, Dublin. That's awesome. Ellie in Dublin. Man, I'll try to remember that, Ellie, but it's going to be tough. Ellie in Dublin. Because I think I've seen you before. I think you've said this, and it's hard for me to remember things. Carrie, I see that. That's funny. We got Carrie, and then right after Carrie, I go to God bless you 1, 2, 3. Country, respect Catholics. We don't do that chicken thing. We respect God Almighty. Growers 909, and then we go to Growers. Right after we go to MJ Carey, thank you for the hearts. MJ Carey, then we go to God bless you, then we go to the one growing the stuff over here. San Diego. I'm assuming, hey, growers, is that what you're growing? You're in California, so it's a good chance. Let's see, Scotty says, but Catholics are the worst sinners in my opinion. The big time ones are, I think so. You know, those freaking, what do they call those guys? Those Pope and all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I can't say I really know a lot about religion to really talk about it. I even took a class, and I just wanted to explore and look at all the different religions. And I Googled this one day, and apparently there's like over 100 religions in the world. And I mean, if I asked you guys, y'all probably could only tell me like maybe 5 of the religions, you know? Let's see. I leave Mississippi for my good future. Oh, Ellie. You left Mississippi and went to Ireland. Awesome. So, how long you been there? You liking it? And what are you doing over there? And Ellie, that sounds like a young name, so I would think that you're not very old, maybe 20s or 30s. Bless you says, bro, we're not sinners. I might have to preach or go to a preacher. Scotty says, enjoy your life. That's the main thing, man. Whatever makes you happy, just do it. If it's going to church, my dad, I think his is going to work, so he just works 7 days a week. You know, my mom, hers is giving away stuff. She's always like giving to people like crazy. She's a super nice lady. And yeah, I think she thinks she's Santa Claus though, because she'll see 10 kids and try to buy something for every single one of them. Imagine her being over here, Scotty, in the Philippines. You know, I told her, I said, I don't know if you should be over here because you will definitely not have any money. She'll probably have to take out loans and give money to people and being super dead over here. Ellie says 21. Okay, yep, 21 over in Ireland. From Mississippi, I've been to Mississippi, Vicksburg. I went down to Vicksburg, and I saw the casinos out there. I'm not a gambler, so I didn't really go in them or anything. Bless you, thank you for the hearts. Bless you says, Growers 99 is being nice. A sin is giving food to the poor. A sin? Give him. I sin. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're talking about the Catholic stuff, I think is what you're talking about. Yeah, I really can't talk much about the religion stuff. Carrie says, no politics. Yeah, it's sort of like religion is sort of like politics to me. If I had to guess, and I don't really know, but I would think that the whole Catholic stuff here in this country is a lot different than another country. I don't know. Loren says, "Yo, I went to Catholic church in the U.S. one time, and the reason I went is because my friend was Filipino, and so I went with him." Uh, Loren says, "Yo, what do you think about the USA-Iran war right now? It's crazy." Um, yeah, it's just crazy, man. It is crazy. And I feel sorry. I heard that Philippines was trying to get flights for people to get them out of those areas, those OFWs. So hopefully, like I got a friend over there in Qatar. Yeah, she was telling me about it, and so anyway. But what I think about it, I mean, it's crazy, but it's good, it's bad, it's everything. War can never be completely good, right? Because there's always going to be some innocent people that lose. And the thing about those people are those sort of like Jesus, he dying for people. It's like they're like saviors. They're like those people in the military that try to fight. If they're fighting for something good, they're losing their life, and they're like heroes. You know, um, I just look at it that way. I mean, did it need to happen? Maybe it did need to happen, because if you just let something get worse and worse, like a cancer, then it could like totally destroy everything. So sometimes you got to do things so something won't get out of control. And I think the whole Iran thing would have got out of control one day. So I can see doing that, and I could see also helping the people out there in Iran get their freedom. But I don't think they did a very good job on that part. I think we should have planned that better on trying to help the people in Iran. But anyway, Lorenz says really affecting the prices of the gas, and the gas. I mean, prices to me, that's just going to happen, man. It's just going to, stuff is going to get higher, and my biggest thing is worrying about jobs, instead of prices, because AI coming in and taking over jobs. I mean, she's been looking for a call center job for a while. I don't know why she hasn't been able to get that. And, she was able to get it quick earlier, but now it's taking a longer time. Let's see. Bless You says, no offense to atheists. And Ellie says, Irish American, by the way. Oh, okay. So you probably have the red hair. Yeah. I think that's awesome. That's really cool. I used to know a guy named Clark who had red hair. It was Jeff Clark. But he only had one K on his name. Grower says, Peter, who said giving food is a sin? Da, 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 da. He's talking about Catholic people tend to give food away and help the poor and stuff like that. I think it's just like anything else. Any kind of organization, you're going to have some bad, you're going to have some good. Any country, usually the people leading are the badder ones, and the regular people are the good ones. Carrie says, I went to a Catholic school. I got a great education. Yeah, I think it helped you out a lot, because you became a business lady, and you were able to do that and make a lot of money and so forth. And that came from the structure from your education, partly. I'm not going to say all of it did, but I think that helped you. Just like me, the Army, the structure I got from the Army helped me do things that I've done. Line Age says, hey, please answer me, or Iglesia Ni Cristo. Me or ink or Neglecia? I don't know what ink means. INC. I mean, I don't think you should pick your friends because of whatever religion they have or whatever like that. I've got friends that are Muslim. I got friends that are Christian. I got friends that are whatever, Buddhist. Yeah. Wise. And let's see, Carrie says everyone is innocent. The only people who aren't are the leaders around the world. Scotty says we be stealing the oil. Yeah, that's funny. Loren says Cuba is on total blackout. The whole country's crazy. Yeah, but from what I understand, that's helping the people out, man. People are having to do things, and the government is trying to, fight back against them, that kind of thing. So, yeah, I'm proud of anybody that can fight back against people that are doing them wrong. Bless you says, girl, I'm just telling you, let's be calm. Let's see, I'm a Christian. Madeline's a Christian. See? There you go. Somia, hey Somia, how you doing? Where you from? Madeline, where you from? Where you guys from? Grower says, if we got the oil, why are gas prices soaring? Yeah, from what I understand, there was a big area of oil that was blown up, and that didn't help, and it was from Israel that were the doers of that, and Trump wasn't happy about that. That's the news that I got. He basically was saying you guys went too far with this. He was like, y'all could do it, but my goodness, what are y'all doing? Y'all going too far. Bye, bro. All right, Lorenz, take care. Akash. Hi, Mike. Hi, Leo. Hi, Eve. Akash says hello, ladies. Scotty said, I think they're annoying you. Scotty says, we don't have the oil yet. Pretty close, though. Carrie says, my brother-in-law is Cuban, and he's happy to see the intervention from the USA. Cuba was awesome once before. Yeah, I wouldn't mind going down there, seeing those old cars and stuff like that. Back in the day, I don't know about now. I remember looking at some of those, what do you call those ships? Thanks for the hearts. The ships that go out, what do they call those? I've never been on those things. And they party and they eat and drink and all that kind of stuff. I never went on one, but my uncle, he was telling me he went out to the Bahamas on one of those things. Anyway, they had some that went down to Cuba too. And I was like, that'd be a cool trip, go down there. The cruise ship, that's what I was thinking about, yeah. Booze cruise, yeah, cruise ship, exactly. Did she say I don't give a Nah, she didn't say nothing. She just ignored you. Oh, let me turn all chat messages on so I don't miss anything here. Okay. Bro, you forgot I'm Vincent. Okay, yeah, I'll say Vincent. Sorry about that. Vincent. Are you in Italy? Scotty says liquor, cocaine, and women. I wonder if I'm really missing out on something by not going on a cruise ship. I don't know. How many people, who's been in here on a cruise? I bet you Carrie's been on a cruise ship. Or maybe not. Kentucky's pretty far from the water, so maybe not. And then Scotty, I bet you've been on a cruise ship. Max, he's probably been on a cruise ship. But I don't even know, they have cruises over in California? I know they have them out of Florida, over in that area. Florida, I think Georgia maybe. They probably do. They probably go down to Mexico. Madeline says, might even go to Canada. I don't know. Right now, it's 11:47 in Ohio. Madeline is in Ohio at 11:47. Wow. Yeah, it's 11:48 now in the Philippines. And Akash says they are too costly. Yes, you are. You need a cruise. I bet you were spoiled rotten on there, Carrie. How many massages did you get? Yeah, I do. I would like to go on a cruise. That would be awesome. God bless you says, bro, what time is it there? Yeah, 11:48, Vincent. Scotty says, not now. Don't go on a cruise. Sorry to say, but the yeah, I'm not going to read that. Really? That's messed up. Hey, there was something I was thinking in my head, though, and I wanted to see what people said. This was the thing that I was thinking. Maybe I'll make it a poll question or something. Let's see. Oh, no, this couldn't be a poll question, I guess. Anyway, for you people, Akash, or person, for you people that hate Trump so much, like y'all always talking about Trump and how much y'all don't like him and that kind of stuff. Why? What's the reason behind it? What is the reason behind so much? Because I just got through watching one video where this lady was talking about she wants Iran. Is it Iran? Yeah, she wants Iran. She's an American lady. And she wants Iran to torture him and really until he's unalived, like crazy stuff. Why is there so much hate? Why is there so much, like, what's the big problem with the guy? I mean, I'm not going to agree with everything on him, or probably anybody. I probably wouldn't agree with everything on. But I want to see. Thank you for the hearts, by the way. And it's true, sucks. Let's see, bro. When are you going in the live stream? Let's see, I don't know, probably about halfway now. You should take your first big check from YouTube. First big check? How much money do you think I can make off of YouTube? I already told me how much it's going to be, and it's not a big check. Maybe if I was like a beautiful girl like your granddaughter, then maybe it would be a big check. Madeline says he did bad things. He did bad things. Yeah, I'm just wondering exactly, like, what's the big reason there is so much, because I hear people say stuff like that. He did bad things or whatever, really generic stuff, but they won't really say much about him. Let's see. Okay, Scotty says, here we go. I want some constructive answers. Let's see. Scotty says, I hate him because he failed to clone 20 more people that were just like him. All right. Kerry loves Trump. I don't agree with everything he does, but overall, he's doing what we asked and voted for. Yeah, I just want to see what's the big problem, because I don't really care about that Nancy Pelosi or Joe Biden. I really don't care about them. But I am not the kind of person that's going to say we should torture and unalive the person. I don't have that much hate, for anybody. So I'm trying to figure out, why is there such extreme? It's not even little, it's extreme hate. And I don't think I'm ever going to get an answer from anybody on that. I think that it is, it's just over. It's just too much. Over the top. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I think it's over the top. Bob Lester, how's it going, man? So, what's the big problem, Akash? Let's hear what you got, man. Yeah, I don't know why either. Yeah, like why. Yeah, I mean, I can hear them say how much they hate them, but I never really hear them say exactly what the big problem is. Katie, what's up? Thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. Did I miss something? Hey, Bob. Why are you asking me? Because you're the one. You're the one that has always been talking junk about him. Bob, what did you miss? Basically, I brought up a question I was trying to figure out. I just heard this lady on a video talking about she wants Trump to be unalive. She wants Iran to torture him, all that kind of stuff. And there's so much hate against that guy. And I'm not saying that yeah, I'm an independent, but as an independent, I'm trying to understand why they have so much hate against this guy. What was the biggest problem or big problems that he's done to create so much extreme hate? That's what I'm trying to understand. I can see if he made some mistakes or whatever, he didn't do things right or whatever, but what caused it? What caused that? Has it been the same since COVID hit? People just hate everything nowadays. Yeah, I think that might be part of it, growers. I think there's so much hate out there. Moon, you got a fan. Let's see. We are talking about why is so much hate in the world. Well, we could talk about that too. Why is there so much hate in the world too? That'd be interesting. Oh, okay. I don't know. Scotty says Trump is the man and will always be the man. That's funny. I will say this, the people that come into my life, I'm an independent for one, but a lot of them are half and half, And since, hold on, Vincent said, bro, maybe World War III is going to start. Bro, World War III is not happening with not Germany. Carrie says, anyone who openly says they want someone hurt has those screws, and especially it being the president, right? Why don't they lock them up? That's what I don't get. I wonder if they would have done that to Joe Biden, would those people be locked up? These people should not be free to do that with the president, no matter who he is. I mean, if you don't like it, leave the country. Whatever. I don't know. Do something different. Scotty says men will come back and be real men. Women will figure out their roles. Life will be great again. Anyway, I don't know what to say to that one, Scotty. Vincent says, I think you have an optimistic view on things. But as far as, for the women, their roles, I think, is basically whatever they want them to be, But they don't, I think what's hurting the women, some of the women, is the ones that are using simps right now. And then when all the money's gone, what are they going to do after that? That's I see it as an issue. And there's so many of them too. So many gold diggers out there. Bob Lester says, dude, what do you do when you have a spoiled brat kid living in your house? You got to teach them. You got to figure out a way to teach them, to not be a spoiled brat. Like, okay, how about get a job so you can pay the expenses? How old are they? I don't know. But if they're old enough to get a job, then they need to give a job and pay the expenses. I left when I was 15. I left home when I was 15. So, also electronics, bro. See if you could take that stuff away from them. Scotty says men nowadays won't stand up for their girl even if they know they will get their butts kicked. Yeah, I know. That's what I consider not men. All right, Vincent, take care. Spoiled brat, easy, change parents. Nah, then you get some more bad parents. Kerry says, I so like the whole Iran thing. We got rid of that dude, and then his son took over. So, you know. Kerry says, I don't agree how some people live, but I've never even thought about hurting anyone. For anyone to want to hurt someone is just pure evil. Yeah, I agree with that. Well, how they were celebrating the Charlie Kirk thing too. That's just freaking evil, man. It's freaking evil. And you know, the more I talk, the more I sound like Republican. Anyway, Bob Lester says, "What the heck, bro?" Vincent says, "Bro, tell me what time is the next stream." I'm always doing stream about this time, around this time, sometimes a little bit earlier. And I usually do it for about an hour, 2 hours, somewhere around there. Every day about this time. I try to get on a little bit earlier if I can. Akash says, "Country kind of crazy. Are you talking about Trump? Because he said a lot about killing." Let's see. Scotty says, "I am Charlie Kirk." Madeline, I'm sorry. I'm bringing up too much political mess. We need to switch it over into something else. I just wanted to get an answer on that question of why there's so much hate against the guy, that they want to torture him and everything. I mean, that's the only thing I was trying to figure out. Madeline says, "I would break all the expensive stuff in his or her room, and then I'd make a child sleep outside on a grave." There might be some legal problems. They'll be contacting a lawyer on you. That's the problem in the USA. Oh, on gravel. Okay, outside on gravel. I thought you said a grave there at first. But anyway, still, there might be. I remember this one girl, she sued her parents just because she was born. I think she won, too, over in the USA. Y'all know about that? Did she win? I think she won. I don't know. That's crazy, right? Grower says, "Dude, you couldn't walk in his shoes. Don't insult Charlie." Let's see. Are you in the Philippines? Yeah, I'm in the Philippines. Beyond, how you doing? Where are you from? Beyond. So okay, Beyond. And Scotty says, "I spy. I'm defending champion." Yeah, at least he's on the right side of the tracks. Arcash says, "Mook, that's ridiculous. If America wants to free Iran women, then why bomb the schools, public places, and oil business?" Well, that's what I was just saying earlier, Arcash. Trump got upset about them going too far. Israel was doing what you're talking about, and he was against it. He was like, "Y'all are going too far with this stuff." He didn't. He told him he didn't approve of it. Jesus says Jesus is the only way to salvation. He says, and I'm not the kind of guy that's out to protect Trump at all. I'm really not. But yeah, I'm just not the kind of guy that says torture and unalive the dude either. That's freaking ridiculous, man. They walk around with his face and put blood on it and that kind of stuff. I mean, I just don't understand, why is there so much hate? But see, Jesus says, Jesus is the only way to salvation. He says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh into the Father but by me." Ben's over Beyond is in Cebu. Okay, you're from Cebu? You grew up in Cebu? World leaders should just one versus one. That's funny you said that. My girlfriend said the same thing. She's like, we should have like some kind of cage match or something and put the world leaders against each other and let them fight each other. Instead of having us fight each other's countries, the world leaders should fight each other. I think it's a good idea. It's funny. So you can see Kim in there against Putin. Or Zing against Trump. Sing against Trump. Man, I can imagine everybody would be on YouTube watching those matches. And that might be a good idea. I don't know if y'all could create something like that. AI or whatever. Yeah, I'm sure AI could create it and stuff. Yeah. Throw it on one of these social medias, make some money. Israel leader passed away. Oh, no, not that I know of. I haven't heard anything about, what's his name, Netanyahu or something like that. No, I don't think so. Anybody heard that? I don't think so. Kerry says it will be part of Israel. Every time they go to war, they always gain more land. Yeah, they're power-hungry people, bro. Anyway. Yahoo! Yahoo's still around? I don't know. I don't know if Yahoo's still around. Let's see. Wos says gasoline price is crazy right now. Really, what is it turning into? I know the last time I talked to my mom, it went up to like $3.09 for unleaded over in the USA, which is probably about 50 cents higher than it was about a month ago or 3 weeks ago. $3.50 or so by me. Yeah, what about you? What's the gas price at now? Well, $3.50, I think that's probably 15% higher than it was a month ago. Probably about 15% higher. Imagine it being double that, double. Then you would say, oh, God, goodness gracious, But I don't think, to me, 15% higher is not that big of a deal. I mean, how much was it at one time? One time, I think it was over $4, Kerry says he's alive and in a different country, probably here in the U.S. in the mountains with Trump. Was almost under 3 a month ago. So yeah, that's about 15%. I don't consider 15% that big of a deal. I think, Target, Walmart, those companies, they were saying that they raised the prices like 25%, and they were blaming it on Trump. And it wasn't because of that. They were actually raising the prices because they were greedy. They finally came out and mentioned it wasn't really because of the tariffs. Because the tariffs wouldn't be freaking 25% increase. It wouldn't be that much. But they're a bunch of liberal crackheads. So Scotty says was almost under 3 a month. And my favorite football team, I gotta go with the Carolina Panthers since I'm from North Carolina. Biden had it over 7 in California. Whoa. And over 5 here. Okay. That's insane, bro. See, that's over twice. Bots Amogus says until Catch Kind of Crazy says Kentucky. Southern Kentucky, it was $2.39. Now it's, wow, that's a lot higher. Wonder, it might be some government corruption in that state. That's pretty high compared to what it was. Bots back. Yeah, because I'm from North Carolina. I got to pick the Panthers. Got to pick the Panthers since I'm from North Carolina. They probably are doing horrible. I don't really follow them anymore. But they're probably not a very good team anymore. They used to be pretty decent. They used to make the playoffs quite often there and earlier. What about you, Scotty? What's your favorite team? What's y'all's favorite football team? Bot says, should I change my name back to John Doe M? That's up to you, man. Up to you. Scotty says, well, I've been a Bears fan all my life. Duh, Bears. You just like Mike Dicker, man. Yeah, you like Saturday Night Live where they say, duh, Bears. Carrie don't watch any sports. Yeah, it's time consuming. Especially if you go play golf and you walk the freaking course. Man, it's been like freaking 3-4 hours out there playing golf. All my life, so I guess I can't talk trash. Yeah. Yeah, I remember old Walter Payton with the Bears. Yeah, Biz. Anyway, let's take a look out here. I'm gonna eat some sycamores. Where's the sycamores? The family here, they pretty much eat their own food, but they brought some fried chicken over here. Yeah, they do their thing, we do our thing. I only watch basketball boxed. Okay, what's your favorite basketball team then? I wish they made blank a sport somehow. Hey, Scotty, there you go, man. You could do that. I'm beginning to wonder, is this the regular guy? No, I know it's not the regular guy. Regular guy is not married. I just finally watched one of his videos for the first time. It was a short though, so it wasn't even a long. Catch Kind of Crazy says, I've never understood golf. That's why people get dogs and teach them to fetch. To me, it's just, well, it's competitive. You know, when you go out there and you're trying to beat the other person on getting the ball in faster, or, you know, less hits. So it's competitive. But also it's exercise. I enjoy the exercise of it. And it tends to be beautiful. I played in the mountains, and man, it's beautiful when you play in the mountains. Bot says, I'm from Philippines. Also, I like San Miguel. Yeah, up there in Angeles City, I passed by the San Miguel factory where they make that San Miguel. Yeah. Scotty says, you ever try lasones? It's a fruit there and seasonal. I'm sure I misspelled it. I'll let Eve check it out. See if she knows what it is. Hey, you know what this is?
Lanzones. That's the wrong spelling.
What is it?
Lanzones.
Lazones. Is that the one you're always eating? Oh, hold on. This is it.
It's like sweet sour.
That's the one you always get, ain't it?
That's not it.
The little ones?
No, those
You said I don't like it?
I'm not a fan of it because of the seed.
Oh, she said I don't like the seed. But she said it's sweet and sour. She said maybe if it didn't have the seed in there, is it a big seed?
Sometimes
That one that has all the, like, it's like mostly a seed and you barely get anything out of it? Is that the one? Well, that's the lagazones, I think. Lagazones or whatever they are. Maybe because I'm saying it in Tagalog. Oh, okay. Yeah, she said lazones, like a Z. What the heck is this thing? We got a chicken foot. Oh my gosh. The dog has been playing with the chicken foot. Well, I guess if they can say they want to torture Trump, I guess this is okay, right? No, it's a freaking. Look at that chicken foot. She says at least it's not a human foot. I might be nuts. You never know. Bot says, Mike, I got fourth in my science quiz B. Congratulations, man. Science quiz B. You're a smart dude, man. Science pretty tough. Let's see. Akash says, I'm back. What I miss? You missed the chicken foot. Here, I'll give you a view of the chicken foot. It looks wicked, man. Hey, that looks wicked. Hey, stop licking me, dog. Stop licking me. Hey. Mind your own business. I think my girlfriend didn't want me to show that. Hey, stop licking me. What are you doing? Why you keep licking me? Huh? Why? Why? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory only had those. That looks like Trump's hands. You're so cold, bro. Hey, the dog is cute. That's still the dog. Well, it's not my dog, so I tell you what. Just bring over 100 pesos. I'll meet you outside. It's not really my dog, so I'm just trying to make a little money here. What's up, Yuki? Hey. Oh, she's sneezing. All right, guys. Man, I'm going to take this hat off and cool off my head. We got that breeze blowing. My 3 dogs there. What kind of dogs you got? What kind of pets? Anybody got pets? What kind of pets you got? Yeah, I can't have any pets now. I'm moving around too much. My life is like a digital nomad, man. Freaking go over to Manila as soon as possible, as soon as I can. But I love pets, though. I love them to death. Let's see. Carrie says, Akash, enough with your Trump jokes. He is not your leader. Don't worry. Oh, snap. Carrie got rid of the MJ. He got her something stronger. Let's see. Scotty says, they are always running around screwing other dogs. What she does, man, is she'll jump on this pillow over here. And she gets wild and crazy. Hey, mine are weird mixed crazy dogs. Bots has 3 dogs also. 2 of my dogs are the Shih Tzus. Hey guys, if y'all were going to get a pet tomorrow, what would you get? If you're getting a pet tomorrow, what would you choose? I choose a fish so I could eat it. Or a pig. Oh man, that'd be even better. Bacon. I'm bad. That's bad. Hamster. My dad used to have this hamster. He would stay in this little box, and then he would like put a little food outside in the cage, and every time they put a little food out there, he'd run outside the box, grab it, and bring it back into the box that he stayed in all the time. He would never come out unless you put a little food out there. Scotty says, because you get both worlds, a pet when young and a feast when older. so I can't eat the hamster. Yeah, they eat those guinea pigs over in Ecuador. And they probably eat them in the Philippines, I don't know. They say it's a delicacy to eat guinea pigs over there. What's the weirdest thing you ever ate, man? I say I ate bear one time. That was pretty wild. Some people eat dogs. Yeah, in the mountains of the Philippines, they tend to eat dogs up that way. If you go deep in the mountains. Let's see, Carrie says, no pet, I don't want to be responsible for one. I don't blame you. If I want to travel, I don't want the aggravation of a pet. Yeah, that's why I just like to visit them. Sort of like kids, you know. I don't want to have a kid with me all the time, but if I'm like hanging around families that have kids, then it's cool. You know, like a grandpa gets to see their kids every now and then. Bot says squid. The weirdest thing, oh, I had squid before with all the blood on it, the squid blood. Oh, I liked it. Scotty said nasty, but I like it. I like that. I liked it a lot. Oh, I'm lagging. Okay, I'll get back out of here. It might be your spot, bro. If you're lagging, refresh. I'm not. Yeah, I think bots. I think it's your spot. Cause bots. I think bots is in the Philippines somewhere, I believe. No, I once ate nasty. I just figured out what you're talking about, bro. Me too. I was drunk. I was really drunk that night when that happened. Yeah. It was after I got out of freaking basic training and my advanced training, AIT is what they called it. And I went back home and I hooked up with this lady a lot older than me. And, you know, I was only 18 back then. And man, I got so messed up. It was so crazy. I could barely remember all the crazy stuff I did that night. It was crazy. Anyway, Scotty says, no, I once ate. And Bot says, yeah, in the Philippines. Oh, okay. So Scotty says, I was sober, but what the heck? You only live once. Okay. You know, I was getting hungry, but now, Scotty, I don't know, man. Thanks, Louie. I appreciate that. How you doing, man? Good to see you. I guess I'm boring. I only eat beef and chicken. The bear was pretty tasty, by the way. Yeah, that's too good. Hey, it's like meat is meat, you know, sort of in a way, not exactly. Let's see. Bot says I eat porridge. And Louis says, just waiting for the weekend. Yeah, it's almost here. And this weekend, I'm going to be pretty busy. You know, on the weekend, I don't do much live. I should have probably said that. Somebody was asking me. Yeah, the weekend, I don't do a lot of live on Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to be down at a beach this weekend. We're going to be doing a birthday party. I probably won't even have signal out there where we're going to be at, most likely. I'm going to try to create some videos, though, and post them. But I do some on the weekend, some lives, but I don't do as much on the weekend. Shrimp stew is my fave. And Scotty says, PI does, in my opinion, make the best fried chicken. You had the native. I had the native fried chicken when I was out in Marinduque. It's got a lot different taste to it. They say it's healthier, I guess. I don't know. Bots likes the Jolly Bee. Yeah, you ever tried the burger with the pineapple on it? That's the one I try to get. That or the Yum Burger. I bet you Bots, you probably, most people, they go to these burger places here in the Philippines and they still get fried chicken. Yeah, you probably eat fried chicken and spaghetti, right? You're Filipino, you probably eat fried chicken and spaghetti. Louis says, work with customer service gets tiring real quick. Just waiting for the weekend all the time. Yep. What company you work for, Louis? I used to work customer service for AT&T, but it was selling too, selling and customer service together. You don't like the pineapple on any cooked food. Let's see. Carrie says she's eating some chips and homemade salsa. I love that. I love Mexican, yeah. I have a Mexican friend that loves to cook. It's so good. Oh my goodness gracious. That is one thing I miss because you know I don't spend much money, right? So here's the thing. We do have that brand that's good over in the U.S., the salsa. We have it here. But because it comes from all the way over there, it's winds up being about 300 pesos, or 350 pesos. So it's about $6 for the jar of the salsa. And it's not homemade. Homemade's gonna be better, like you're eating, yeah. Homemade is awesome. But I need to teach Eve how to make homemade salsa. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. She can start making some of that. She's really good at cooking. She made some really spicy sisig last night. Woo, a little bit too spicy. I think he works for Amazon support. Oh, is it the Amazon down there? No, he said T-Mobile network support. What country? Where? T-Mobile network support. What country are you at? Scotty says, I have a black friend that invited me over because he loves to cook soul food. I've had some of it in North Carolina, but not a lot of soul food. There was this one time I was hanging out with these people. I went to, trying to remember. No, I didn't go to their church. It was a black church. They did a cookout after church. And I went to the cookout because I was friends with someone. And anyway, they got the hot dogs, they threw them on the grill, and then they started throwing hot sauce all over the hot dogs. And I was like, what are y'all doing? Yeah, it was cool though. Homemade chips have an awesome crunch. I used to do it a real easy way. I would take the freaking corn tortillas, and I would put them in the oven. First I'd cut them up and then put them in the oven, and then that way it wouldn't take long at all. They would harden up like tortilla chips. That's how I did it, but you know, that's probably like too easy. Texas said Louis, oh, you're in Texas, okay. T-Mobile in Texas, gotcha. Well, you got a good job then, man. Right, pretty good job. Vincent is back in town. Vincent's back in town. Carrie says, this salsa, thank you for the hearts. This salsa has my taste buds on fire. It's so damn good. Well, that's something we could do, Carrie. Yeah, we could have Mexican food together. I'd take you to the best Mexican place over here in the Philippines. Oh my gosh, I love that place, man. Scotty says, then you play dominoes or spades. I love playing spades, man. Drinking 40s, and, yeah. Yeah, Scotty, you're right, bro. Exactly. Bot says, Mike, gonna go. All right, take care, bots. Yeah, what do you think about that, Scotty? Are you into the dominoes, spades, drinking 40s, and smoking MJ? I would be okay with, I'm not going to say, never mind. I'm not going to say it on here. Spades, yeah, that's my game too. I teach them how to play it. We were playing it every single day before I started YouTube. And then I started YouTube and never get a chance to play it anymore. So yeah, Scotty, that's what we could do. We could play spades and have red horse. Louis says, I like the southern Mexican cuisine. The northern part of Mexico, food sucks. Oh, okay. So yeah, I haven't been to Mexico. What's the difference in the food? Well, I'll tell you my favorite thing is I like cheese. So I like quesadillas and I like chimichangas with cheese and chicken, stuff like that. But, I don't know how it is in Mexico. It might be totally different or something. Boom! You got the ace of spades. Boom! What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So Scotty, you're down with all that stuff? Dominoes, spades. I never really got into dominoes. Yeah, but yeah, they played dominoes. I only played the spades, and I think I played dominoes one time, but I really wasn't into it. How about the beer? You get the girls. Sounds like a plan, man. Yep. Okay, Louis says, Puebla, Mexico probably will be your best bet for food. And the state of Oaxaca. I've heard of Oaxaca. Yeah. Boom, 5X. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I miss some spades. We might play some spades this weekend since we're going to be chilling and relaxing and doing the birthday party. It's Eve's younger sister. She's having the birthday. We're going to be down at the beach that's around mountain area. So it's a place I haven't never really been to, but it should be pretty cool. Scotty says spades, but I'd rather it joker, deuce than ace, etc. But I'd rather play it joker, deuce than ace, etc. Oh, okay. I haven't never played. You talking about playing spades with joker? I haven't played spades with joker. I never play a game with joker. We always take the jokers out of every game I've ever played. Louis says the worst, another game I like to play is slapjack. That's fun. The worst pizza I ever had was in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The worst I ever had was in, I think it was Greensboro, North Carolina. Either Greensboro or, Winston-Salem. It's in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, man. That's a terrible pizza. The pizza restaurant was owned by Italians. Really? That's a shock. Vincent says, bro, did you go to the Mayon volcano? No, I haven't. I haven't been to any volcanoes out here. I think that's the one over near Bacol. Is that the Mayon volcano? I just seen them, but thanks for the hearts. Louis says the best milk I tasted was in Finland, and the best pizza I had was in Estonia. I would like to go there. That'd be awesome. Scotty says, yeah, with jokers, I think it's a better version of the game. Really? Carrie says, my mouth is on fire, but I can't stop. And when he called the fire department, Carrie, I'm a glutton for punishment. Yeah, I'm the same way, Carrie. I like hot and then I keep going hot. I'm the same way. Yeah, that's some good stuff. You know what? You make me want to get something spicy today. I'm gonna try to figure out something spicy to eat now. And I had spicy freaking sisig yesterday. And I still want something spicy. Now thanks to Carrie. I think a volcano blew over there the other day. Yeah, I don't know about that. Louis says, I forgot also the worst pizza I had was in Pizza Hut in Cabal, Philippines. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Pizza Hut, but I do like their stuffed crust pizza with the cheese inside because I like cheese so much. But I'll eat them because they're definitely out here all over the Philippines. But they're not my favorite, that's for sure. Let's see. And Vincent likes Greenwich. Okay. Yeah, we have plenty of Greenwiches. Hot Cheetos. I haven't seen any over here, man. Probably in Manila, though. They probably got them there. Louis says, in Benzoa, Zamboanga City, I had a pizza that tasted like a glazed donut. Bro, that reminds me of Pizza Inn. I don't know if y'all ever had Pizza Inn pizza. I used to go there like all the time to have buffet. You eat all sorts of pizza. You eat taco pizza, vegetable pizza, Mexican pizza, pizza with anything. I mean, pepperoni, whatever. And then they have dessert. The desserts they have with like blueberry pizza, cherry pizza, strawberry pizza, chocolate pizza. Man, oh my goodness. I think I gained like 10 pounds every time I went in that place. It was so freaking delicious. Okay, stop. Chucky. Will you go to the Philippines next time? Will you go to the Philippines next time? I'm in the Philippines, Anna. I'm here right now in the Philippines. I'm in Mindoro. See? And I want to stay here as much as possible. I love it here. I'll go to Santos, Mindanao, please. I hope to get down to Mindanao one day, but I don't know if I'm ever going to make it. Carrie says, I'm going to make a big pot of potato soup tomorrow. That sounds good too. I like potatoes. At least me and Carrie got the same kind of taste when it comes to food. Go to Cebu. Yeah, I want to try to get back to Cebu. I've been there one time. If I never make it back, it'd be great. Vincent says, did you get a Philippine citizen? No, I don't. I don't have a citizen card. Nope. John says, hello, brother. How you doing? Nice to see you. It's John Boy, the Oppo King. What's up, John? How you doing? I had a cousin named John Boy. Where you from, John? Scotty says, oxtail soup is the best. That's something I want to try too. I haven't had oxtail. Anybody else had oxtail before? That's just weird saying that. Had oxtail? Give me some of that oxtail. I grew up on it. Where am I staying? I'm staying in Oriental Mindoro. Yeah. Let's see. Louis says, during my time in Dallas, we had a potluck at a church, and mostly everybody brought food that had potatoes in it. Well, I mean, the thing about potatoes is they're cheap. You know, it's like rice. You know, well, that's a good thing. Potato salad. Oh my gosh, I love potato salad. I just did a video, guys. As a matter of fact, this restaurant that we went to here in the area, and it had the potato salad. They made potato salad. They made, well, they do a bunch of different vegetables there. But I had a burger, and Eve had a cordon bleu there. And yeah, it's a great price. Freaking delicious food. And, you know, it's sort of like not easy to find a place like that out here in the middle of nowhere. But she said it was, her niece had been there and it was like her favorite place to go. So, oh man. Yeah, it was awesome. In the video, I do like taste tests of the food and you get to see the food, all that kind of stuff. I put that out yesterday. So, restaurant called, what's it called? Something Log. I said Lodge. I thought it was Lodge, but it was something Log. Day at Lodge or something like that. Log. Day at Log. During my time in, oh, I already read that. Let's see. John says, I'm great, thanks. You're over in Australia, mining town. That's awesome. Shout out to the miners down there in Australia from Cooper Petty. That's a cool name. Scotty says, now it's expensive here for oxtail. Everything's expensive now. Let's see. Carrie says, when do you have to come back to the U.S. for a check-in? I don't have to go back to the U.S. I just have to leave the Philippines. And I have to do it every 3 years. So if I want to like go, Guam isn't very far from here. So if I want to go over to Guam, that's a U.S. territory. Or I could just go to Vietnam or Australia or Indonesia or Taiwan. Taiwan's the closest. You know, anywhere. I can just go anywhere. I don't have to go back all the way around the world and then come back, you know. Let's see, but when do I have to do that? When do I have to leave? I got about 1 more year because I came the first time and I stayed for a year, ran out of money, went back to the U.S. Now I've been here for about almost 2 years now. So I've got at least a year left. A year, maybe a couple months. So I got about 14 months, maybe 15 months, something like that. March, April, May, June. Yeah, about 15 months. It is a boarding house. Let's see, will you visit Norway? And that's a good question on where I'll go. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know. I mean, I might go back to the U.S. for a while. I don't know yet. And then again, I've sort of been thinking about doing some other places too. Potatoes to Americans is like rice to Filipinos. Exactly. Yeah, they give me a hard time on that. I'm always like, can we get potatoes? And they're like, what is wrong with you? You need to eat rice. True, Scotty. They eat freaking rice for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's crazy. Louis says the majority of the church was white folks. So yeah, I think the potatoes is like rice to them. Yeah, exactly. Scotty says, of course, I'm right. I'm the greatest. And then, yeah, freaking potatoes. They were living off potatoes like crazy over in England, right? Louis says it depends on where you get your oxtail from. I still haven't ate it, so I don't know anything about it. But he says some meat shops got really nice pieces. Rias, how you doing, Rias Saint? And where you from, guys? The new guys popping in here. Rias Saint and Estar. Where you guys from? God bless you. Vincent says, how about New Zealand? You go there? Oh, that would be an awesome place. My uncle, he used to travel a lot of countries, and he said that was his favorite place that he went to was New Zealand. So, shoot, maybe I picked New Zealand. Yeah, I don't know yet. Got about a year to decide, figure it out. But yeah, I always want to go to Australia, but I think New Zealand is probably even better than Australia. I don't know. It's just my thoughts now. Even when Scotty says, even when I cook there in Philippines Islands and it's American dish, they still have rice. Yeah, I know, man. It's like you go to, what was that restaurant? McDonald's. Yeah, McDonald's, they sell for like 99 pesos, I think it is, or 90 pesos. And they give you fried chicken and rice at the McDonald's. That's crazy. And I even ate a rice burger at 7-Eleven. It was rice packed on the outside and it had hamburger on the inside. So instead of like your regular buns, regular bread, yeah, it was rice with hamburger inside. Actually, I think it was cheeseburger inside. Yeah. Anyway, I bought it at 7-Eleven. You just grab it off the shelf. Well, they grab it and then they put it in the microwave. They heat it up for you. I tried it out. I really don't care about doing it again, but it wasn't bad. It was okay. Gaiman says, why is Israel and America attack Iran? I don't know, man. Let's see. Louis says, do you miss drinking a nice cup of cold? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do miss that, man. I think I did that at Cinnabon the last time I was there. I think I got one of them freaking... Either I had coffee or I had a nice cold glass of milk. I can't remember which one it was. But, oh my gosh, that was delicious. That was over a year ago, though. Scotty says, because Iran was being bad. There you go. Annabelle says, I'll be visiting your country next time. United States is my favorite place. Annabelle, let's see. Annabelle, where are you from? Kata is got, okay. As far says, bro, because Epstein file was leaked, he want to hide it by war? I don't know. Talking about microwave, our microwave broke today. Our air conditioner is broken, and that sucks because now it's like hot. Right now it's not too hot, but yeah, we get about 3 o'clock, it's gonna be freaking hot. Let's see. Vincent says, do you know KKK in the Philippines? Yeah, I do. The leader is Andres. I didn't know the leader's name. So it's Andres Bonifacio. Okay, so for BGC, that's who it's from. I saw his statue over there in BGC, and I saw that KKK statue as well. And Vincent's talking about a different KKK guy, by the way. It's not the American KKK. It's something totally different. Ask some fellow Filipinos who he is. He's a hero in the Philippines. Yeah, it's not a racist group. Yeah, exactly. I know about that much about it. And like I said, I saw he's got a nice statue when I was out in BGC. I even recorded it in one of my videos for BGC. Louis says, I think the milk tasted so awesome in Finland. And you got me wanting to drink some Finland milk. Because it's cold up there, so they do not put any preservatives in the milk. Yeah, one of the ladies that lived over 100 years, she said pure milk, raw milk, is one of the things that she would drink every single day. Scotty says, in your area during rainy season, is the humidity really bad for you? No, I would. It's, yes, yeah, sort of, but no, not completely. It's like half and half. Yeah. Carrie says a lot of people talk bad about the U.S. until they get here. Once they are here, they love it, and most will tell you the people are nice. Let me change this freaking nicotine again. I think on what Carrie was saying, that's probably correct. The thing I usually hear that I have a problem with are some of those Americans there that are the ones talking junk about America. That's the ones I have a problem with. I'm like, if you don't like it, then leave. But they don't want to leave because they know they got a good life. They're spoiled rotten brats, the ones that say it. And they're just people that hate Trump. I mean, like crazy. Like they're insane on hating Trump for some reason. Which, whatever. You want to hate Trump. I just don't get it. But like I said, I brought this question up. Tell me why you guys hate Trump so much, and they can't really give you a freaking answer. My problem with me is Diet Coke. I go through a 20. Whoa, dude. That sounds like something Trump was doing. Trump was drinking. I remember I read Trump's book from a long time ago. What's it called? The Art of the Deal. Yeah. And back then, he was drinking tomato juice every day. Now, he's drinking soda every day. But I'm not sure what kind of soda he drinks nowadays. I don't know if it's diet or regular. Oh, yeah, Filipino snacks. Yeah, I had I like those cheesy cheese things. Cheesy things. Anyway, they're like Cheetos over in the U.S. He drinks Diet Coke. Yeah. And I like some real those, how do you say them? Chicharrones? Chicharrones, is that how you say it, Eve? Chicharron. Yeah, I like the real ones though. They're always selling the vegetarian ones over here. And I'm like, can't we get some real pig skin in here? Tomato juice is good for you, but watch for high sodium. Same thing with those chips that I eat. They got high sodium. Let's see. Carrie says, if people did their own research, they would realize most of the bad stuff is propaganda and untrue. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's see. Yeah, it says, cheese it. There's some rat. Mascot on there. Is it? I thought it was a girl on the package. Well, let's see. Yeah, I was born in 1900, so yeah, me and Albert Einstein were friends back in school. I know Albert Einstein. What's up, Bioden Wisdom? How you doing? Where you from? I guess he means, do I know him, but not really know him, I guess. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Big Al says, I noticed when I live stream on YouTube Studio app, it does not save in my video list, but StreamYard does. Let me think about that, Big Al. So I live stream on the Studio app. I always do my live stream through YouTube. I don't never go through the Studio app. I go through YouTube. So you might want to try that. I don't know. I don't know if it will work. I don't use StreamYard though, so I don't know. But that's something you could try out. Just try it through YouTube instead of the Studio. No, I don't mean cheese rings either. I mean, what's the name of those things? Cheese curls. That's what I mean. They're called cheese curls. It's CHIZ curls. Thank you for the hearts. CHIZ curls. Yeah, those are delicious. Louis says, I remember I will carry my Diet Coats from SM to the province. They did not sell by case, but individuals, so it was a mission. That's funny. How long were you over here, Louis, in the Philippines? Tommy, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? How's your YouTube channel going? And by the way, for you guys, anybody wants me to make them blue so y'all can connect, let me know. I'll turn y'all blue for a little bit and y'all can connect in here, because I see some channels in here. Maybe y'all want to connect. Just let me know if you want a temporary blue moderation so y'all can connect with each other. Hello, Mike. Let me introduce myself. Okay. Biodome, Wisdom. Same with you, man. Biodome. I think you might have a channel. You're in Nigeria. Hey, how's it going out there in Nigeria? How's life? How's everything going? I had a professor that was from Nigeria. And get this, he taught English. We're in America, and our professor from Nigeria, he was a great guy. He was a super nice guy. He was the English teacher. You know, I just wonder why they picked him. Maybe they were trying, I don't know why. Maybe they were trying to save money. I don't know what they were doing. Anyway, K9 says, anyway, he was a really nice guy. Maybe he was just a really nice guy and they liked him in the interview, now that I think about it. Says, step one, everyone needs to stop coming so I can have a real talk. Okay, well, I'm reading whatever you put down, K9. Hello, and Fidel Torres says, hi, I just spent 8 months in Davao. How did you like it? I loved it there. Okay, where are you at now? Where are you from originally, and why did you leave, bro? Should have stayed over here. Scotty says, bro, does Eve know how to make this? It has jackfruit in it, some type of bean you burn, I think condensed milk. You know how to make this, Eve? He's asking, do you know how to make this? It has jackfruit in it and some type of bean that you burn and something with condensed milk, and he thinks it's a dessert.
My mom knows.
Your mom. She doesn't know. Her mom does, though. Her mom's about my age. Yeah. I think she's 56, a little bit older, I believe. She's 60 now? She just turned 60 then. Did we do? We did birthday for her. We had so many freaking birthdays lately. Yeah, we did. Where did we go to? I forgot. Anyway, she's 59, just turned 60. Okay, there you go. She don't look 60. She looks younger. Vincent says, oh, never try that. About to search it up. Louis says, I was there for 21 and 22. Carrie says, StreamYards is mainly for if you want to have live people come up and on your panel talk. Yeah, and I can do that through this too, guys, but we have to set it up ahead of time. So if anybody wants to come in with me, I can put one person in mine through YouTube. So let me know. We can set it up before I do the live. I have to send you a link, and then you can jump in and we can go live, kind of thing. And it's a little bit tricky to do it this way though, but we can because I've done it two times. I think 2 times before, and then one time we couldn't ever get it to work. It's the only problem. So anyway, we could always try it if you want to. I keep thinking about doing StreamYard, but I just don't want to sit down in a chair the whole time in front of a freaking laptop. I mean, when I go walking, y'all can't see stuff. You can't see different things, right? Showing stuff and all that kind of mess, you know. Let's see. You mean that is those that are yummy? And Louis says it was a surreal feeling just being there and being mundane. Yeah, it's pretty awesome over here. Back in Hawaii to work and hopefully return. Oh, okay, back in Hawaii. Wow. So, how about the comparison between Hawaii and here? I would like to hear your opinion on that because I haven't been to Hawaii, but my mom has, but she hasn't been here. I'd like to know your feelings about between Hawaii and the Philippines. Thought about visiting over there sometime, going there. Du-du-du-du-du-du-du. All right, Vincent, take care. Big Al says yes. Like to live stream with you someday. You can do on the phone. Tom and I did. Yeah, is that? Oh, you're talking about the StreamYard? Did y'all do StreamYard through the phone? Is that what you're saying? I've done it through the phone. I just use YouTube. I don't go through StreamYard, but I've done it before with one person at a time. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll put StreamYard on here. Craig says, you keep talking. We like you, bud. Thank you, Craig. You are the man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Scotty says, you need patience when you're visiting PI. Yeah, I was thinking about making a video all about patience over here. But not just patience here, but patience in particular, just overall, around the world. I mean, people have problems with having patience. This one guy was telling me that he had an American friend come over here and he was going to get him a girl. Well, he met some girl online, and the very first girl that he met, he decided to be with her, and she's been horrible to him, like screaming at him all the time, all sorts of crazy crap. And she's not even, and he said she didn't even look good, is what the guy told me. Said that she wasn't even pretty at all. So the guy is living that life, that crazy, horrible life. You got to have patience, Mimi, what's up, Mimi? How you doing? That's probably the guy you need to have, Mimi. He winded up getting someone bad, and Mimi, I think Mimi's a good girl. She's been seeking. Louis says, I had a layover in Hawaii. You can see a Kmart from the airport windows. That's cool. Big Al says, yeah, StreamYard on the phone. Oh, okay. Maybe I should try that sometime. I also used Zoho one time and did a video with someone else. Didn't do live with it, but we did a video. Fidel says, a lot more humid in Philippines, laugh out loud, and cheaper. Yep. Big Al says, yeah, I have a friend, had a problem with patience here, but it's getting better. Yeah, actually, I was thinking about Tom on that a little bit too. Like the whole solar issue he's been going through and stuff like that. Actually, whenever I saw the video where he was talking about that, that's what made me think of it, to be honest with you. But it's just an all around the world issue, Scotty says, waiting to use the ATM, 2 people ahead of you, and each person conducts 3 transactions each. That's horrible, bro. Let's see. Mimi says, I'm doing prefer cook to my pancakes. Yummy. Yeah, I was talking to Jeff about your pancakes now that I think about it. I said, yeah, she makes some great pancakes. Scotty says, and they honk the horn there a lot, but in a different way than it means here. I'm gonna be just honest. That freaking drives me insane, bro. All that honking, especially when I'm freaking trying to do lives and I'm out walking, and I'm like, shut up, people! You're driving me crazy. I've been thinking about buying earplugs. Because I'm right beside the freaking highway. It's different for me than it is Al. Al's out there in the country area, And that road that he was on looks pretty chill, you know, right beside his place. But it sucks being on this main highway. Those are always honking like crazy. Sometimes they're honking at us just to say, hey, foreigner, what's up? How you doing, Joe? But I don't know exactly why they honk so much, Scotty. What is up with all the honking, dude? Right now, it's pretty quiet on the highway right now. But you can see down there, of course, it's only 1 o'clock. You get out here about 3:30, and then it's going to start getting crazy about 3:30. Let's see. Louis says, I remember my Filipinos guy cousin asked me if he can borrow my basketball. I said, yeah, thinking he was going to invite me. He just walked away. It's not patience that you need. It's becoming a doormat. Well, the thing is, I'm guessing that, you know, if you were to jump in the game, it probably would have been like, you know, 4 against 3. It wouldn't have been even. I don't know. Let's see. Scotty says they honk as a means to say I'm coming by you, like alerting you. Oh yeah, I've seen that too. I think there's all sorts of reasons they honk though. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. They do that now that I think about it. Especially when they cross the line, they drive it on the other side. It's like the Wild West out here, man. It's fun though, you know, it's fun. Feels like you're in the Wild West all the time. Check out this trike. A lot of trikes out here now. Girl on the bike. She's not driving it though. There's a girl driving a bike. She got her pink bike. There's Speed Racer. There's something. Oh, that's the chariots. Yeah, chariots are very popular. I rode in the back of a chariot one time, going out in the middle of nowhere. Okay, let's read. Legend man, I'm in Oriental Mindoro. Yep, Oriental Mindoro. A lot quieter back this way in the province than it is over there by the highway. Big Al says, good to learn the horn signals when driving. I like it. Yeah, you should do a video on that one because I don't know what all the horn signals mean, man. I guess I really don't think a lot now that I think about it. I just do stuff and don't really think much about why people do stuff and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. Oh, let's see. Okay, yeah, we're still in the same thing. All right. So I'm going to have some sycamore. Miss Eve, can I have some sycamore? We'll wash up and eat some sycamore for lunch. Stramed, what's up? How you doing, bro? I was trying to figure out something else to eat with it. I guess I'll just eat cheese curls with my sycamore, I guess. I don't know. think, what did I have? I had something earlier. Can't remember what I ate. It was like a little breakfast I had. I was thinking about having some sardines from the can, but we have sardines too, yeah. Let's see. Big Al says, good idea. Make a video of horn signal codes. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll watch that. Louis says, my cousins are like that. Also in Mexico, they are all getting fresh up and dressed and say, hey, Mom, I'm going out. Bye, cousin. Scotty says dash cam or GoPro you should invest in. What's the difference? I know what GoPro is. I mean, you know the cost or anything in that stuff? Dash cam, that's probably cheap, I would guess. I mean, it's not like I have a vehicle to put this stuff on though.
Put it in your head.
Just carry it around with me or something? Put it on my hat. I'm back. Man, I'm starting to get very hungry. We'll get some sycamore here in a second. She's cutting it up right now. Yes.
Later, I'm gonna wash it.
Wash it. It's all right.
More sardines?
I'm gonna try to fill up on sycamore and not eat any sardines. Maybe do sardines later tonight. You're eating romaine. Oh, I was going to try to do something spicy. That spicy rice that you had at the restaurant, was that good? That was good, right? With that cordon bleu at that restaurant. Huh? Yeah, Big Al, we did a restaurant here in town. The video is really about 2 months ago, but really good food there. I even had potato salad. Anyway, go in there and we show the menu, all the stuff they have. It's a popular place. And do a taste test of everything. Cheese tacos, that sounds good. Big Al says, Scott, agree, because when an accident, it's always the foreigner's fault. That's one reason I don't want to even drive, man. You know, I don't want to deal with any kind of drama. Do you dream that you're back home in the U.S.? Nope, never. Did you? When you were over here, were you thinking about that? You might have. She says, I dream about American food. Not really. I don't hardly ever have a dream. If I have a dream, it's usually a nightmare. Scotty says, mangoes with the red fish paste. I think that's what it is. It's good. You had that? Mangoes with red fish paste? Huh? You like it?
Shrimp paste.
You don't like that, do you?
Shrimp paste. I like it.
Oh, you do like it? Yeah, I think that's what the vendors sell, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't really eat mango, so.
With shrimp paste.
I ate mango, like, shakes, mango cakes, mango ice cream, but I don't eat, like, regular mango. Louis says, I remember I'm probably the only person in the world that don't eat regular mango.
Yeah, sugar. Who
I
doesn't
remember
like mango?
keep dreaming of my car. Strummett says my brother's punished because he was saying bad words in the midnight. That's funny. I always eat crunch cookies. Louis says I only dream twice that I was in Philippines. I dreamed that I was walking around the house at night. I can hear the fan running, and I'm walking barefoot, and I see everyone is sleeping. That sounds pretty realistic. With chocolate, Storm says, and Scotty says I had nightmares about going back to the U.S. My nightmares have always been the same in my life, no matter if I'm here, if I'm there. You know, I have a fear of heights, and it's always about me falling off a freaking tower or something. I'm like falling, and then I wake up, and I'm like, whoa. Stromedy says, yesterday I was asleep in my dream saying that I was in my classroom. Ooh, okay. I always eat mangoes when it's cooked. Have we cooked mangoes? You ever ate cooked mangoes?
Unless it's a pie.
Oh, the pie. Yeah, the pie would make sense. Like Jollibee's mango peach pie. I like those. Papayas. I've cooked papayas and made the tinola. Yeah. Scotty says you have to try Tyrone. Oh yeah, Scotty, that's one of my favorites. Yeah, yeah. If I'm ever around a Tyrone with Nutella or chocolate, any of those. Yeah, I love Tyrones. Hardly ever see them out here. Yeah, I have to go all the way to the market. I don't want to walk all the way down there.
Make it two. It's fine.
Make it two. Strummed says when the fan is up, the fan starts moving like 923. Here's the thing. We don't have nothing that's close to a good kitchen here.
You want some
Yes, I do.
You're gonna eat that.
Yes, I do. Apples. Ooh, that's sweet and sour. It blows up the house magically. Scotty says the one veggie there I cannot eat is the bitter melon. I've tried, but nasty. I think I had that one time. Did I have bitter melon?
No,
Bitter melon?
the bread corn.
I didn't like it. Yeah, she said I didn't like it. Louis says, I have a creepy story. Me and my Filipino were sleeping, and somebody did not close the window. The curtain fell and woke us up. My Filipino was convinced that somebody outside. Of course she was. She's superstitious, bro. Thinking about moo moo all the time. It was a moo moo moo. Stromedy says, my brother always tells me he has a dream of eating spiders, and he told me that an ant went into his mouth. Wow. That's crazy. That reminds me of them horror movies I've seen. Favorite horror movies. I mean, Indonesia makes some good ones. Some good crazy horror movies. Scotty says, sometimes I have a dream I'm sleeping and my friendly uncle enters my room, and then, well, you get the rest. I think I should be banning Scotty. Anyway, here's the sardines I got. You get like 2 of these and it still be only like 85 cents. I got the ones no tomato sauce. Hard to find with y'all like ones with tomato sauce in it. I'm not big on those, so I got the ones with no tomato sauce. It's okay, Scotty. Strami says, have you ever seen things on YouTube that they chop Nutella to make it look like noodles? No, I haven't, but that reminds me of something my mom used to make. She called it Chinese something. Stromedy says, and this hack is like that you put M&Ms with cereal. It's delicious. Wow. Sounds good. Louis says, I remember I was outside doing yard work and two guys in a bike dead stop in front of me. They were wearing helmets in the province. Red flag. I had a machete in hand because of the yard work. So what happened? They left. Stromedy says, yeah, same thing. Mimi says, Mike, I'm out of your live channel now. I start cook now. All right. And thank you for stopping in, Mimi. You hope you enjoy your day, and I hope you do very well with your business. Louis says, one guy, it's a pretty nice day. It's not too bad, so should go good. Louis said, one guy got off the bike and was approaching me. He saw the machete in hand, and he acted dumb and walked away and got on the bike and took off. Stromedy says, I have one of those things that 5-year-olds not wearing, a religion helmet. So I'm gonna slow this down and give it a couple minutes, and then we'll head off. She made me a bunch of sycamore to eat. Very healthy, a lot of fiber, a lot of water. Great if you're wanting to lose weight. I don't really care about weight, but if you want to lose weight, this is good to do. Scotty says, bro, I still worry about little when I got stopped at a checkpoint there. I remember I got stopped at a checkpoint too, going to Puerto Galera, and they charged me money to pass through the freaking checkpoint. And I was the only foreigner in the vehicle, and I had to pay. I don't know what it was. Like I said, I don't really think too much. And I just gave them a little bit of money they asked. I think it wasn't much. Like 50 or 100 pesos, something like that. Mimi says, thank you, Mike. Bye for now. Have a nice day. Thank you. Stromedy says, I saw a naked person walking onto me. Me too. In Cebu. Scotty says, great way to lose weight. That too. Yeah. That helped me a lot too, Scotty, over here. You notice that? Scotty says, yeah, you never really know about those checkpoints. Yeah, I was in the back of a van. I was thinking about, well, shoot, guys, y'all should have told me to hide. I would have got down low and they wouldn't have seen me in here. I saw a grown-ass girl costing $100 marshmallows. Stromedy, I have no idea what you're talking about. Somebody, she was like wanting $100 worth of marshmallows to be with her. Is that what you're talking about? You know this one, Scotty. Very popular. Eve always wants this. Made some friends with PMP in my area just in case. Good idea, man. Click here. Jesus loves you. Jesus today, he loves you. All right. So I'm going to do a countdown. Head out, guys. Thank y'all for coming in. Y'all take care. Thank you for coming in, everybody. Scotty, have a good day, everybody that's in here. Stromedy. That's the last couple people that talked. And click here, talk. Yeah. Maybe he's already gone, I guess. All right. A bunch of messages came in. Oh, Craig's still in here too. All right. Thank you, Craig. I'll read these. Louis says, when I lived in the province in the main road, there was a naked guy always outside. He looked obviously mentally. Now, if I remember correctly, Louis down there in some crazy area down in Mindanao. Mentally disabled, all jeepneys that drove through that road will see the naked guy every day. Craig says, I am looking for dental work in the Philippines to save money. Is it true that the costs, yeah, they're a lot cheaper here, Craig. And yeah, I'm gonna try to actually do a video on that soon. I was actually thinking of somebody to talk to about it, a dentist office. So get to it eventually. I'll get it posted eventually. I got to do the video first, of course. Do it, and then probably have to edit some a little bit, then put it out. But yeah, it's a lot cheaper here. As a matter of fact, I got some dental work that I need to do too, so that's one of the reasons I was thinking about it. I've been to the dentist here one time. Yeah, one time, and $20. I got cleaning, and I got a cap put back on my tooth. So the cap fell off, they replaced it, and they gave me the cleaning. Both of those things for, I think, it was about $20. It was about $20, yeah. In the U.S., that would have been probably over $100, I would think. I'm talking about that girl charging kids $100 for snacks. That's crazy. Anyway, see y'all later. Peace out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I should be back. It might be, I don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow, though, but we'll see. Because, yeah, I'm probably going to be on a bus tomorrow, or a van probably tomorrow. So I might not be back till like Monday, to be honest with you, because we got the birthday party Sunday or Monday. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.